I'm Megha Sharma, and this is We Women Want 2026 Conclave, and I have with us a very special guest, Madhur Bhandarkar. The world knows about him, the Bollywood industry knows about him. Madhur, it is such a pleasure and an honor to speak to you.
Thank you, Megha. Thank you.
You know, I have grown up watching your movies. Fashion, Page 3, very sensational. Why do you think is Bollywood so upset with Madhur, so annoyed with Madhur? Is it because of the exposes? Is it because of this scandalous, the underbelly is exposed by you through your movies?
You know what? It's not love, I would say. I would like to explore, I would say. I would like to explore the world of glamour world, but it's not glamour world. I always picked up topic which is very different and which is basically the society sometimes doesn't want to see it. Or I really have this kind of madness in me to show the world. If I start my career as a successful filmmaker with Chandni Bar, it started with the bar girls, then Satta on politics, Page 3 on the socialite of the Page 3 world, then traffic signal on the streets of Mumbai, what happens, then corporate on the corporate world, or then fashion and heroine and calendar girls. So I love to have these kind of things. Or in the jail, a film like Jail, which shows the depiction of the under trial in the jail, how they are languishing for so many years. So me as a filmmaker, I like to research. It's my films are very well. I have undertones to it, very well researched to it, and it has layered to it. Uh, that's the reason I like to make films which depicts the society. Uh, media have given me names sometime. Madhur Bhandarkar, खुलासीबाज filmmaker बनाता है, filmmaking करता है, या he exposes, like you gave me an introduction. So I love to show the underbelly of that world. When people can write books, people can write blogs, people can make documentary, why Madhur Bhandarkar should not make a film on it?
Your next movie is coming in. It is much talked about. The name itself suggests that it is going to be controversial, it is going to be scandalous, The Wives of Bollywood. This time around, what are you going to expose?
See, this subject, it was with me from last 4 to 5 years. I really wanted to make this movie because I always wanted to have the perspective of a wife, how they go through the ups and downs about the glamour industry. There's so much of things on the stakes in terms of the fame, money, power, wealth, everything. So I always have this thing, I want to make a perspective on the wives of Bollywood, how they basically perceive their husband's career in terms of dealing day to day, life. So I wanted to show. A lot of people were very apprehensive about. They thought, why are you making a film like that? Because maybe it will be too personal for them. Maybe you may be hurting them, or maybe unintentionally you may be harming them in a wrong manner. But as a filmmaker, I'm a storyteller. I always say I'm a storyteller. I have the different, love to show the different society, like I told you, aspect of it. So I thought I should make the film. And this film, Wives of Bollywood, is a film which will definitely give a different perspective to the common man. Because my audience is my fans. These are the people who go watch movie, be in theater or OTT or YouTube, they go and watch my movies. So there are lots of feedback which I got on the social media. Okay, Madhur, this title is with you and you should make this movie. And you are the only person who fearlessly will show inside the world of... But one thing, let me tell you, this movie is, apart from, derived from a lot of real incidents or real life characters. I have tweaked it, I have fictionalized it, because obviously we need certain amount of filmy drama to it. But it's more or less, it's a very emotional film. Every person in every spheres of life, every woman I would say, they will connect with the film. It's not about the wives only of Bollywood. Maybe the wives in a different field also will connect with it, because it has an undertone of emotional things also. Yeah, definitely the wives of Bollywood will definitely shock a lot of people. A lot of people will get maybe upset or something. They will feel why he want to make this movie, or why he want to show the underbelly of it. But as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, if I have done justice to subjects like from the corporate world to a traffic signal world to the bar girls, or a film like Heroine on Superstardom, or a fashion on the Behind the Ramp, why not I be loyal to my audiences in making the Wives of Bollywood? Why should I make something very sugar coated? I want to show exactly the underbelly of it, and let me see the perspective of the industry people and the audience. For me, the audience is big because today I'm sitting with you doing this podcast because of my audiences, because of the love they gave me, because of my national award, because of the Padam Shri they have given me, the power that they loved my movie. That's the reason I'm sitting here, and that's the reason people want to see my movie. When I go to I meet people in theaters or a mall or a lounge anywhere across the world, I'm talking about where Indians are there, be it India or abroad, they always think, "Hey, Madhur, please stick to your movies which you make. You make very hard-hitting, realistic cinema," and which I believe in it. I did make film like Bubbly Bouncer and Dil To Bachcha Hai Ji also. I made India Lockdown on the COVID, also did very well on OTT, and both Bubbly Bouncer also for Tamanna, it was a game changer film. It really got her into Back to the Horizon as a good actress, which I'm very happy for it. India Lockdown was a film which depicts about, I wanted to uh, show the reality what happened during the COVID time. I wanted to make it a film which people may forget COVID now today. Obviously, people have forgotten it. But after 15, 20 years, wherever this movie is there, they will peep into the world of COVID, what happened in the time of 2019 and 20
Yeah.
thing. So they will remember this COVID time. So I felt that I wanted to catch the glimpse of it. How sex workers survived during the COVID. How the migrant workers walked all the way to their villages. So these are the thing depiction which I showed in India Lockdown, which was very well received. And I'm very happy the kind of love the audience has given me.
I do want to ask you, the actresses in the industry, in the Indian industry, in the Hindi film industry, have always vied to play a protagonist in your movies because they have become overnight sensations. Whether we talk about Page 3, Fashion, Chandni Bar, Priyanka, Tabu, Kareena, Kangana, of course, massive stars, got in national awards as well. So, is it by design that Madhur Bhandarkar makes movies that are women-centric, that have women protagonists, or is it something that is the demand of the script?
No, this is not a deliberate act. I feel for me, I started my journey initially with a flop film called Shakti, which has male-oriented. It didn't do well. It was very. I made a movie which was very commercial, keeping the people in the mind, audience in the mind in 90s. But then I changed my graph because I wanted to make film which I really wanted to make. And since Chandni Bar 2001, Chandni Bar has been celebrated this year, 25 years in the industry. So from there, from Chandni Bar to Wives of Bollywood, I have come a long journey. And it is never a depiction like that. My story will decide who would be the actor in the film. Oh yeah, by largely, if you see, definitely women-centric films are more because they're more comfortable. Because in our society, in our country, there are lots of situations or areas which they don't make women-centric cinema. And I'm very proud of it. I don't mind people that are women-centric filmmaker. It's okay for me because I love the tag. It's okay. Because somewhere my film been aged very well with the audiences. Today also resonates very well with the people across the world. Wherever I go, people do connect with it. And today, thanks to the OTT, today also people watch the movie. I remember in COVID time, people used to have this festival, Madhur Bhandarkar Festival. So people used to watch the Gen Z especially, the youngsters, who that time the film was adult. When my movie got released, Fashion or Chandni Bar, they were adult movie. But when they watch today my movie, they connect so much with the film. And they were 10 years or 8 years that time. When they became 18 or 20, now they're watching my movie. So I feel it's good. Okay, the film is aged very well. They still connect with the film. And for me, my script will decide it will be women-centric or male centric. I did make Traffic Signal was a male centric, Jail was a male centric, Dil To Bacha Hai was a male centric, Aan Man at Work was a commercially film with Akshay Kumar, Shatrughan Sinha ji, and Sunil Shetty, Irfan Khan was a male centric. So it depends on the kind of movies I want to make. And I take breaks also in between. I travel a lot. I love to meet people, interact with people. So there's a gap also for 3 years I don't make movies because I feel I'm an artist. As a filmmaker, I'm an artist, and it's my when I get excited to make a movie, then only I make a movie. I feel yeah, this is the movie I want to make. It's not necessary that every year I make 2 movies or 3 movies, which doesn't make sense to me. Some movie may have performed very well. Movie may be underperformed it, but still I believe they are my baby, my conviction. And somewhere it does relate later to the audiences on YouTube or OTT platform. That's really great for me today when I also get compliment for it.
You know, when it comes, whether it's Bollywood or the film industry in the South, there have always been majority of the movies that are surrounded around male superstars. Very few directors have worked with women and have made blockbusters and earned crores of rupees. Do you think at this point of time it is a myth that just because you get a woman as a protagonist in your film, it will not make the money?
Yeah, because I'll tell you the reason is what. People are very apprehensive to back a woman-centric cinema. Very honestly, I'm telling you. And this is maybe across the world, I would say. Okay, people tell me sometimes, why don't you take a big actor and make the film? Fashion में अगर तुम हीरोइन की जगह हीरो ले लो, फैशन बनाओ रैम्प पे, तो आपको ज़्यादा पैसा मिलेगा. कॉर्पोरेट में अगर कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में दिखा रहे हो तो एक बड़ा हीरो ले लो, तो आपको वही दिखाओ, वर्ल्ड वही दिखाओ, वुमेन सेंट्रिक में क्यों जा रहे हो? तो but I am more comfortable because I feel that this is my thing. The problem is what कि people by and large today also when you ask a common man, this movie is going to get released, the first question what they say, इसमें हीरो कौन है? कोई ये पूछता है इसमें हीरोइन कौन है बोल के? No, they don't ask. Basically दिमाग में यही है कि it's a male dominated industry across the world, so they want to know the hero of it. Nobody will ask इसमें हीरोइन कौन है. That is the reason the industry across they don't want to back. वुमेन सेंट्रिक सिनेमा होगी, छोटी फिल्म होगी, उसका स्केल छोटा होगा, उसका पूरा ये होगा. मेल सेंट्रिक होगी तो उसमें बड़ा होगा, आपको बजट भी ज़्यादा मिलेगी. मुझे आई वुड हैव मेड मोर लॉट ऑफ मनी इन माई लाइफ. Very honestly, I'm being very brutally honest with you. I have not made money on my movies. I mean to say, I'm very happy with my work, my craft being celebrated. But आप बोलेंगे पैसा कमाया, पैसा नहीं कमाया. In terms because I make movies because I make a very small budget movies, which I just wanted to make because this is my passion. This is my work. This is my love toward the craft. Okay, so आप मेरे को बहुत लोग बोलते हैं तुम ऐसी फिल्म बनाओ यार जो 100 करोड़ का धंधा करे, ऐसा करे, ये तुम्हारी पिक्चर अच्छी करती है, बिजनेस भी अच्छा करती है. एवरी मूवी आई एम टेलिंग यू 90% ऑफ माई मूवी हैव मेड मनी और इट विल ब्रेक इवन. ओके, इट हैज़ बिकॉज आई am very smartly make movie which has a very budget. I know how to control the budget. I never overshoot my thing. I never do workshop. I know exactly how much shots I want to take. I get the dates also in time and I shoot in the right accurate time. So I never go overboard in terms of I don't know, I keep shooting and I over budget my film because I know because this is the budget will even if the film doesn't do well it will break even. That is my USP. So I personally feel that more filmmakers, the producers, they have to back the women-centric cinema. The heroine also gets scared sometimes. Very solo picture if doesn't do work, what happens? The budget gets come ho jata hai. And heroines feel that I also want to do a big ticket film. I want to do a big film which has a big hero, big ye, big wo, franchisee film karni hai mere ko. So that is another reason. I'm very happy that post what I started it, nobody used to make movies, but after some time, last 10 years I'm seeing, there are lots of changes are there. There are lots of women-centric cinema film being made. Apart from me, there are other filmmakers also have doing, which I'm very happy about it. And lots of women have, all my actresses, I'm telling you, has cut prices to be in the film of mine. Till today also, if I'm talking why the Bollywood also, actors have cut their prices because they want to work in Madhur's film. And they feel कि चलो यार अच्छा रोल because this is not a आप खड़े हो ऐसे ही पिक्चर में जैसे 2 सॉन्ग है वैसा नहीं है. It's a proper film, good performances, the way you shoot and all. So lots of it makes lots of difference. So women wants to do. So there are lots of actors now. They keep balancing also. They do women like today Kangana, Deepika, Alia Bhatt, Kriti Sanan. There are lots of very good talented actresses who are doing Priyanka Chopra, who are doing very well, and they know how to balance it between commercial cinema and a film where they get the depiction of a women-centric cinema where their performance being applauded.
Okay, finally, I do want to ask you, when can we go and watch your movie Vibes of Bollywood in cinemas?
See, right now I'm just completing the background score. It is taking time, background score. So once the background score gets over, and probably this year or coming year, I will definitely let you know.
Madhur Bhandarkar, it has been such a pleasure to speak to you, and wishing you all the very best for the movie and all the future endeavors that you undertake.
Thank you so much. Thank you.